scammers are. I wanna see them stealing, driving around in those, what do you call those cars with the stars in the sky? Raves, up where they steal, up where they scam, up where they play all day in the sand. Wish I could be a scammer's girl.
Hey, it's Bri, and I have a story for you. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications, because I know after this video, you guys are gonna wanna see Bri all the time, every time I upload. So I woke up bright and early to get my hair done today. I have a lash appointment tomorrow. I was so inspired to tell you guys this story because I'm tired of spending my own money. Where the scammers at? Anyway, let's get into this story, because I'm pretty sure at the end of the video, you guys are gonna be like, Brianna, do not quit your day job. So let's get into it. So this story time takes place before the pandemic. This was a time in my life where I was a club rat, okay? I don't even know how, but I just became one of those girls that was just plugged in with all the party promoters. Like, I was always outside. And obviously the club is a demonic environment. So I don't even know why I'm acting so shocked that I met the devil in the flesh.
I feel under attack, a spiritual attack.
I'm just fucking with y'all. I remember the first night that I actually met this guy because I was really on some dumb shit. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, I was on some dumb shit. Basically, I went to a club event and Travis Scott was there, Amber Rose was there, Future was there, okay? This is a whole nother story time within itself, but basically, I got invited to a certain celebrities section. The homegirl that I was with did not get invited to the section. She got in her feelings. She literally left me in the fucking club. Actually, now that I think about it, I should do this story. Let me know in the comments below, okay? So when the club is over and the lights turn on, I was so fucking lit. I didn't think that my homegirl like actually really left me. And my drunk ass starts walking back to where she parked her car, or at least where I remember her parking her car. So the club that I went to was literally on Hollywood Boulevard. I ended up crossing paths with this scammer on like some random ass back street. I did a story time before where I told you guys that I have a tendency of being a bird brain bitch and talking to guys just because of the car that they're driving. I don't care. That's actually a common female stereotype. You guys are not gonna make me feel bad about that. This guy caught my attention at like 2 in the morning, bitch, because I liked his car. On top of the fact that I was lit, I was like, you know what? Fuck my friend. You're taking me home. So he asked me my name. We making small talk. He was very like just fine and chocolate. Like, he was literally glistening even at nighttime. That's how bomb his skin was. Like, literally, I could lick him and I bet you he probably tasted like the finest, richest chocolate that God has ever created, okay? He was not ugly. He had a nice car and he was not ugly. I didn't see no problem getting in the strange man car. I hopped in the passenger seat. So obviously when he dropped me off, I gave him my number, but you guys, I was fucking drunk. Like, I wasn't really expecting to talk to that guy again, and I guess he felt some kind of chemistry because after that, we were texting back and forth every single day. Like, we was really locked in, and I was trying to figure out, like, how did I get entangled with this man? How do I want to say this? Like, this was a time in my life where I still actually believed the shit that guys tell us. Like, now I know men are liars. They're gonna lie. But this was a time in my life where, you know, I still believed in love.
And I told y'all all men cheat, so might as well date a rich one.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
The stuff that this guy was telling me would make me feel so special. He was telling me he wanted to take me on trips. He would send me money for lunch. Sometimes he would literally pull up on me because I used to work in like one of those random stores on Melrose, and he would literally pull up and bring me food. So let's fast forward about a month. I've been hanging out with this guy exclusively. He got me feeling all special. I never have to pull out my wallet. It was very much giving my man, my man, my man. Because it wasn't like I was asking for this kind of treatment. He was just showing up for me. On surface level, he really did seem like he had his stuff together. Like I said, he had a nice car. He was always very well put together. Hair was always cut. He was a sexy, beautiful man. He had a child. He made it very clear to me his child came first. I was like, I kind of respect you. Like, I was really fucking with him because he didn't come into my life with any drama or with any chaos. For that 1 month where everything was cool, it seemed like he actually made my life better, if anything. Like, I actually looked forward to hanging out with him when I got off work. He gave me something to look forward to on a day-to-day basis, just period. So I'm not gonna lie, there probably was a lot of red flags. I was just being treated so well. On top of the fact that I was younger and naive, I didn't have the wisdom. Like, I was not able to peep certain shit that I would probably peep now. One day we went to go eat. After we went to go eat, we were just hanging out. We were like driving around, running errands and stuff like that. Like just passenger princess kind of dumb shit. He turned to me and he pretty much was like, it's time for you to start holding your weight. I've been doing this and that and this and that. Like, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. I'm gonna need you to look out for me. And I don't want to make it seem like I was grateful to him or he was doing so much for me. I was just vibing. We were just casually dating, enjoying each other's company. I'm like, whoa. What are you asking me to do? I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna think that I'm slow. I really don't care. Like I said, this was before the pandemic, so I really didn't know how people were scamming. On top of the fact, I was hanging out with this guy. Like, I didn't think he was gonna scam me, bitch. Why would you spend all this time with somebody just to turn around and scam them or fuck up their bank account? Like, that was not a possibility for me. I did not know people were that fucked up at the time. When I asked this man, what exactly do you want me to do? He was like, well, do you have a bank account? Now, remember I told you guys that this scammer was a father. He used that against me, bitch. He tried to say that he needed to use my bank account because he tried to pay his baby mama child support and she was making it seem like she was having an issue getting her payment and he wanted to use my account to transfer the money to her. Now, here's how he really got me, because this is what I get for being a greedy bitch. He told me that if I let him use my bank account, he would even give me some money. So he was gonna give me like $2,300, $2,500. That was a lot of money to me, bitch. I was working at a boutique on Melrose and you're giving me this much money just because I'm helping you deal with your baby mama? I really thought I had motion. So like I said, this was my first time even hearing of this scam. I was like, oh, you're gonna give me some money too? Say less. You could definitely use my account. And at this time, I was banking with Chase. To this day, I am banned from Chase. Anyway, I give this man my bank information and he's like, I'll load the money to your account tomorrow. He gives me the baby mama's information so that way when the money hits my account, I could just go ahead and transfer it to this mystery woman. Like, real shit, I never saw the baby mom. I never saw the kid. He could have been lying about that whole situation. But when I woke up the next day and I went to work, he texted me and he was like, hey, I just left the bank. Let me know if the money went through. I checked my account, $20,000 in my bank account.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
You guys, I was so impressed. I can't even find the words for it because I had never in my life seen that much money in my bank account. When I tell you, I thought he could walk on water. I was like, he is a man of his word. This is a good man. So I go ahead and send the money to whoever he told me to send the money to. The next day, I wake up, go to work, regular day. Lunchtime comes around. I'm thinking to myself, I'm finna eat good today. I was gonna go to one of those cafes by my job, get a $25 salad, $13 smoothie. I was gonna treat myself. You will never understand how shocked I was, bitch, when I open up my bank app and I see that I am negative $20-something thousand. So you mean to tell me in less than 48 hours, I went from being a thousandaire to a broke ass bitch? I was actually so devastated because I was not the adult that I am today, where I have like multiple fucking bank accounts. I had one bank account, and that was the same bank account that I used for direct deposit. So if I'm $20,000 overdrafted, that means I'm going to work for nothing, because every check that I get is going to go to this overdraft fee. I was panicking so bad, because I really didn't know that this was a scam. I didn't know that people did this to other people. I did not know this, you guys. So I had two options. Really, I had three options. I could have had a mental breakdown and asked to go home, because that's really how I was feeling. I could have called my auntie. At the time, my auntie was my best friend. Whenever I had a situation and I didn't know what to do, I called my auntie. But I didn't want her to know that I was fucking stupid. So, option 3, call the guy that got me into this situation. Because if I leave work, that's less money. And I'm in a situation right now where I need money. And if I tell my auntie, she's the kind of person that's literally gonna make me go to the police station and file a police report. So I'm gonna go to the source. Up until that point, it was a regular day. We were texting back and forth. We were making plans for when I got off work. It literally wasn't until I saw my bank account that I put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, he scammed me. Like, he really did his big one. So I'm on the phone with my bank, and I'm trying to explain to them that I had been scammed, and at the same time I was texting this guy. You know, I was not getting no response, because what did I think? Did I think he was really gonna message me and say, yeah girl, my bad, I scammed you, sorry for making you feel special and taking you on all these dates just so I could fuck your life up? Like, what did I really think he was gonna say to me? And then when I realized, because I gave him my bank information, like my account number and my routing number, it was my fault that I got scammed, because how the fuck did he even get my bank information in the first place? So when I got off the phone with my bank and I realized that there was no way out of it, like they were gonna hold me accountable for that $20,000-something, I was so blinded by rage. Like, I was so angry. I started cussing this guy out. I started saying crazy shit like, you could have just taught me how to scam. Like, why would you take money from me? And I told him to like fix my bank account. I basically told him to put another bad check or another fake check into my account, because how was I gonna pay that shit off? Like, I really wasn't making no sense. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, the same person that fucked up my account, I was cussing them out and threatening them and expecting them to fix it. Real delulu. That's the only thing I can say about that. Like, get it together, bitch. You got finessed. Like, it is what it is. That man did not text me literally for 12 hours. And when he did finally text me back, he blamed me. He basically told me I was a broke ass bitch. Clearly, there had never been that much money in my bank account before, to where the bank couldn't even believe that that money really belonged to me. That's basically what he said. Oh, you must not really be getting money. I could put that amount in my bank account and they won't flag it for fraud. And you guys, I actually believed it. It actually made sense to me. Honestly, this story is so embarrassing, because I literally got on the phone with the bank representative. If what this man told me was actually the truth, why didn't that bitch mention it to me on the phone? Oh, sometimes when you make a huge deposit, we have to verify, blah, blah, blah. She didn't say none of that. And for some reason, when I get on the phone with this man, he convinces me that we did not just commit fucking fraud. This guy actually convinced me that if I waited 24 hours, my account would go back to normal. And if it was still overdrafted, he would send me some more money. He wasn't gonna send me the full 20,000 that he finessed me for. He was only going to send me what he promised me in the first place. So I take this man's advice. I wait 24 hours. As soon as I wake up, I check my bank account. I was even more overdrafted, because they they hit me with that $35 overdraft fee. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep the faith. I texted him and I said, hey, I'm getting ready to go to work. I checked my bank account. I'm still overdrafted. Are you gonna be able to make that deposit? Like, are you gonna be able to put the money in my bank account today? Why did this man text me back with an attitude talking about I have things that I need to take care of with my own bank? So yesterday you told me to be patient, that the money was gonna go through, and if it didn't go through, you were gonna look out for me. Today I'm telling you that I was patient, the money still did not go through, and I need you to keep your word. And you're gonna tell me, bitch, I got my own problems? The mindset that I was in, I genuinely felt like he was the only person that could save me, because he was the person that put me in this situation. Like, I did not want to tell my family what was going on. So I really was just trying to keep it between me and him, and I really was just hoping that he would keep his word. Like, I really genuinely was hoping in my heart that he did not take advantage of me, even though in real life that's exactly what happened. Like, even though I wasn't really fucking with his attitude, I didn't feel like I was in a place to go back and forth with him. Very much a dumb bitch mindset, I don't know. So I told him, I was like, look, I know you're busy. I'm gonna be at work until this time. If you can make sure that you make the deposit before I get off work, we're good. I will leave you alone. Girl, 8 hours went by. I got off work. I went home. The vibe at home was just so weird because I just had this chip on my shoulder. I was just so irritated. I was asking my auntie to buy me stuff and pay for stuff, and she was looking at me like, don't you have a fucking job? So my auntie already knew something was going on because I was asking her for shit. This man was not texting me back. I was desperate. I would call him. I would text him. I would FaceTime. I did not have him on social media because I was hanging out with him in real life. So the most that I could do was just blow up his phone. And when I realized I was the dummy, that's when I decided to just tell my auntie what happened. My auntie was like, how did he even get your information? And I told her everything. I was like, I thought that I was doing him a favor. He told me he was gonna give me some money. She literally thought that I was like the dumbest bitch ever. And she was right. We decided to do the logical thing. She gave me a ride to the bank. I had a whole conversation with like a representative that specialized in the fraud department, and we did this whole investigation. Like, my auntie made sure that I made it clear to the bank that I was taken advantage of. But at the end of the day, that bank account was associated with my social security number. I gave this person access to my bank account. There was really nothing I could do except go to another banking institution. And the funniest part to me about this whole situation, I got scammed with one bank. I opened another bank account. I have a fresh slate, and I got scammed again through a fake ass job. Like, that's not even fair. That's not even fair. When you watch all these documentaries about these women who think that they found the man of their dreams, and then he ends up scamming them for everything that they have, baby, that's some real life shit. You meet a guy, he's doing everything for you. You're so wrapped up in this illusion, you don't even ask yourself, where is he getting his money from? It's not until he scams you and take that money and start spoiling the next girl that you actually feel some type of way. Like, this man probably scammed me and then went on to the next dumb bitch. And that's crazy to me. How can I be so smart and so stupid? Anyway, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know how you guys would have felt about this situation, because I honestly just had to take my L. He was never going to take accountability for what he did. So really, what was I supposed to do? Anyway, I'm curious to hear from you guys in those comments below. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to another crazy ass story, because I've lived a crazy ass life. I will see you in the next video. Till next time.